Let me tell you. What do you need segmentation for? I'll tell you what you need it for. So you can tell if this test was a midterm, a final, practical, or theoretical. I mean, this segmentation shows you how much of each type there is. All right, this is the answer sheet we learned about a few minutes ago. I told you when you want to create a sheet, you go down to the custom answer sheet, and this makes it really easy for you to create a sheet just like you did. Done? All right? All right, let's get started. What do you say? Let's do a test, apply it, and then grade it. Come on. All right, let's go ahead and grade it and give it a try. Weren't we just doing the test now? This test is correct. Come here, this is the test, and we had its sheet. This is the sheet, right? Right. Come on, let's fix it. And we distributed it to the students. Let's do it on paper and grade it with the device and how to do it electronically so you can answer it. All right, everyone ready? Is there anyone with a question before we get into the topic of test fairness? If you have any unclear issues, press 1. I don't want to move on unless everything is clear for you. I won't leave you until everything is understood, God willing. Excellent. May God bless you. Okay? All right, let's start the test that we just did. What we just did, which is the test and the sheet, I just distributed this test. I distributed it to the students, and I distributed it along with this sheet after I collected them. I want to grade like Dr. Sami. Yeah, I grade using the mobile on the iPad, on the tablet. Any device, any smart device, you can grade with it. So what's the problem? There's no problem at all. Who told you there's a problem? Come on, let's move on to the next step. Do you want to see it on your phone or on the computer? Do you prefer to see it on your phone? That way you can grade on your phone. You can grade on your phone. It's better to see it on your phone. It's better. Both of them. Come and see it from the beginning on the computer. Come and see it from the computer. Look, guys, so you're doing a test, and I just want to actually correct it. Here, if you simply want a specific test that you created before, and you want to erase it, learn it like this, and erase it. Okay, no, I don't want to erase it. If you have a test and you want this test to be the graphic communication test, this is it. This is Dr. Yasser's. Okay? Names, colors, these tests are from last semester. I don't want them. These were last semester. Color, material, story of grams. I want to keep them separate. They have students' grades, papers, everything. I told him archive select means send to archive. Put them in archive for future reference. All is archived. Quizzes are archived, all archived. To retrieve, click this. Here it is. Names, Sami, Yasser, etc. All in archive. I gathered all in archive. Doctor has record from my account usage, like Dr. Yasser. So I tell him, what is the word archive select here? I mean, take them to the archive. Go ahead, put them in the archive. So that if anyone comes to ask about them later, they are with me. That's it. All of this has gone to the archive. Going back to the quizzes, they've all gone. If you want to retrieve them, click on this. All in the archive. Doctors have records from my account usage like Dr. Yasser, Dr. Khaled Al-Morshidi, Dr. Ibrahim Al-Juraifani, Dr. Maimuna, Dr. Hind Al-Ajlani, Dr. Wajdan, Dr. Sherio, Dr. Nasiba, Dr. Nawaf, Dr. Fauzia, Dr. Mohammed Al-Samali, and Dr. Abdel Nasser. Many used my account. Test saved. What's the last quiz option? Here it is. If you want to create a new one, learn or return from the archive. Khaled Al-Morshidi, Ibrahim Al-Juraifani, Maimuna, Hind Al-Ajlani, Wajdan, Sherio, Nasiba, Nawaf, Fauzia, Mohammed Al-Samali, and Abdel Nasser. That's all archived. What's the last option in quizzes? New quizzes. Create new, learn from, or return to archive. Now, I want to correct the test. I handed it to students, created questions, and they answered. Let's not waste time. How to correct it? Want to correct it? Click this button, go to quizzes, then new quizzes. Name the subject, e.g. fundamental. All right, great, that's in the archive. So, what's the last option in the quizzes? The new quizzes. This is it. If you want to play around, if you want to learn from the archive, or if you want to go back from the archive. Now, here's new quizzes. So I want to correct the test, Doctor. I've already handed it to the students, created the questions, and given them the answers, and thank God they answered. So let's not waste time. Tell us how to correct it. Do you want to correct it? Sure. You just click on this button, go to quizzes first, and then click on this button, new quizzes. All right? Then you name the subject. What's the name of this subject? For example, let's call it Fundamentals of Movement. All right? Excellent. Movement. Okay? Excellent. Please ensure that you are paying close attention and concentrating intensely. Focus with me really, really, really hard. You have written down the name of the subject clearly and correctly in this section. The answer sheet, the paper that you have meticulously prepared and organized, the paper that you have carefully distributed to all the students in the class. What is her number? And what's the number? And it's 0594. This number is very important, folks. This is the most important thing. You have to put this same number. So, where do I get this number, Dr. Sammy? You open the menu, and it will show you all the numbers you've used before. Of course, for you, you're still going to use it, so you won't open it. And the number that appears to you, I have a lot of them. So, all the tests that I've used before, which are 594 or 594. Come on, someone take a look at it. This is the number you need to put. This is the important step. What's next, Dr. Sami? Look, folks, look at the beauty of this test today, Dr. Sami. It was today the 25th of the year 2023. Okay, you're putting another date. You put another date. Hello? Is there anyone raising their hand? Please, Mahmoud, go ahead. This number, doctor, is it the program that writes it? Or do I write it? While I'm preparing the answer sheet, is that the answer? No, it's the program that automatically puts it next to the name of the test that you created, the one you wrote by hand. All right. This number shows the name you entered and the program number it assigns. When printing, this number appears on the sheet for students. Use this number to grade the subject. Next to it, it gives you the program number that it automatically assigns. So when you go to print the sheet, that number appears on the sheet that you distribute to the students. So I come in and I go to the grading system and tell it, this is the subject I'm going to grade. You specify the sheet that you distributed to the students. How do you specify it? You specify it with this number, the number that was on the sheet. All right. So then he comes to me and says, can this subject, Dr. Sami, have the students take the exam online? I say, yes, the students can take the exam online. If you have other students who missed the exam and you want them to take it online, check here. And don't forget the correct answer. If you're sure you don't want it on paper, that's not important. Focus on this part. If you are going to test other students online on the same test, then put it here correctly. But if you're going to stick to paper and there are no requests for online exams, then this isn't really necessary for you because this is for students who are taking the exam online. So, is this subject part of the driving course? Or if you have subjects like that, I can say yes, but it will be part of the driving course. So this test you created, Dr. Sami, is it a theoretical midterm exam? Yes, it is a theoretical midterm exam. This is a feature of the data, so I classify this test so I can refer back to it anytime without searching too much. All right, just like that. Are you ready, Dr. Sami? Ready to grade? Yes, I'm ready to grade. All right, I'm ready. You did it, so you're all set to grade. This data is a feature. I'm classifying this test so I can refer back to it anytime without searching too much. All right, just like that. Are you ready, Dr. Sami? Ready? Ready to grade? Yes, I'm ready to grade. All right, I'm ready. You did it, so you're all set to grade.